Hi everyone, my name is Weena. I'm a hairstylist that is specialized in natural curly and coily hair in New York City and in Montreal, Canada. And I decided a couple weeks ago that I was going to do some vlogs to talk about my experience in the beauty industry. I also decided that whenever I get a question, which I think my answer is going to benefit a lot of people, I would do a video. And I did get a comment that had a great question. However, I don't know if it was YouTube or the user that deleted her comment. It's not there anymore. I do have the notification though that shows that she commented because I thought I was going crazy because I could not find that comment anywhere. The comment was something about if I had fear going into business. I don't know if it was in general or in the natural hair industry. I thought it was a great question, so I'm still going to answer it, but I'm just not going to mention who left the comment. I'm going to be using a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being not scared at all and 10 being extremely scared. And I'm going to talk about 3 situations where I went into business. The first situation was when I decided to specialize in natural hair. My level of fear was definitely a 1. So I was not scared at all. And the reason why was because, well, one, I was 21. I don't know about you guys, but when I was 21, I felt like I could take over the world. 2, my bills were so funny. Like, literally, I had no bills. I did have bills, but they were like 40 here and there. I pretty much had the setup ready because my grandmother is also a hairstylist. So I did not have a lot of expenses to do. I already had experience in hair, so I knew what I was doing. It was 2011, so social media was not what it is right now. At the time, it was Facebook that was really popular, and Facebook was very like personal. People weren't really talking about their jobs like that, so I had nothing to compare it to. The natural hair industry at that time was very consumer based, so you didn't really hear about natural hair professionals talk about their lives. Going into it, like starting it, I was just like, I just want to help people with natural hair in my city. So that's how I started, and I figured whatever, whatever, when you're 21. For the second situation, it was when I opened up a salon with some partners. For that, it was definitely a level, I would say like level 4. And the reason why it was still low was because it was a team of us. So, if we needed support from each other, it was very easy to just talk to each other. And another reason why it's so low is because I had no worries about the income. I had an overflow of clientele. One of the partners was a salon owner who also had an overflow of clientele, so I knew that we were good. The only thing is the day that we opened, we found out about an incident that happened that pretty much did a 180 in what we thought the salon was going to be. It was really bad to the point that when it happened, I was like, wow, I don't think this is gonna last. And it only stayed open for 2 years. Another reason why was because we did not have a business plan, and that was one thing that I suggested that we do, and I was told that business plans weren't important. But I feel like if we would have done it, there would have been a lot of stuff we would have noticed that in the 2-year span we could have definitely prevented. So for the last situation, that's the situation I'm in right now, and that is starting over in a new city, a new country for me. And for that, the level is definitely like an 8. I would even say a 9. I'm not gonna say 10 because if it was a 10, I would have quit already. The reason why it's so high is because, well, now I have bills to pay, and the bills are New York bills, so they're not cheap. Now it's not just me that I have to worry about, it's also my husband. Thankfully we do not have children. It would have been a 9.5 at if I had children for sure. The fear of the up and down, the fear of, okay, this month is great, and then you don't know if it's going to be that great the next month. There's that. And also the fact that I have something to compare it to. I have a situation in Montreal where I was always booked. So comparing it to that, and also the fact that I do go back every month and I always fully booked, and then I come back to New York and it's like I'm still building, that does play. It does I wouldn't say emotionally, but mentally it does something. And it's not just comparing to myself, but also comparing to others, especially with social media. You know, this is not 2011. It's just a whole comparing thing. I think that's where the fear comes from. I would say in the past couple of days to weeks, it's been better. I've taken some classes, and also the fact that I have to do things that I've never done before. Like, it's not, I'm building a clientele in 2018, so I can't do the same things as I used to. And that was one thing that I had to come to terms with recently. I'm someone that's very private, and from what I understand now, you have to be more open to build a business. So here I am opening up. It's definitely hard. Things are different, but I'm not gonna give up. Hair is definitely it's my passion. When I'm on my way to work, I get really excited and happy that I get to help someone just figure out their hair journey, or just continuing what we already started, or what they already started, or whatever. Anyways, I love it. Now it's definitely the highest that my fear has ever been. So what I do right now to help is I work on my business. I just try to make it better. I take classes if I can. I talk about it with the peers in my industry. That has helped a lot. Like, there were times that I thought I was going crazy, and I just talk about it with my peers, and then I realized that I'm not alone. That's gonna be hard, but don't compare yourself to others. I would even say, like, you have to, don't follow people that when you see them, you're like, oh man, like, I wish that was me. Just unfollow them. If it gets to that point. It hasn't gotten to that point for me. Like, I can still follow people that I'm like, oh man, I wish that was me. But for me, it's not really of envy. It's just, it inspires me to do what I gotta do, pretty much. Let me know if you have any questions or any comments about what I just said. Thanks for watching. See you soon.